On to you, Cancer Crabs. You have the Hangman, the Six of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. You, Cancer Crabs, you don't want someone to come back. You'll find out why, but you don't want someone to come back. You, Cancer Crabs, may be talking to somebody. You still may be single, but you may be talking to somebody that you're interested in getting to know. But you may be a little bit worried that somebody's coming back. The reason why I'm saying that is because you have the Hangman and the Six of Wands. Being patient, being way more selective about the quality of the people that you talk to. You know, sometimes you Cancers can end up hanging around the wrong or very grimy or dysfunctional group of people. That's just the modality, right? A lot of street people. And you realize that that's not really the best way to really find somebody that's a good match for you, because you'll attract someone that's grimy. You'll attract someone that's dysfunctional, basically. And the thing is that the Nine of Cups is about, so a lot of you Cancers may not necessarily be talking to anybody else, right? Now that I'm diving deeper into it. You may be single, but you know, you're still looking for someone and hanging out from your own selective, from your own selectivity, meaning that you may be getting to know people, you may be hanging out, you may be seeing a lot more out, hanging out, but at the same time, you may be getting to know people for sure, 100%. But at the same time, obviously, you're not dating every single person that you interact with. This is more so about how you're being more selective. So just because you talk to somebody does not necessarily mean that you're trying to go out with them. But you Cancers are hanging out with some people. Obviously, it doesn't mean that you're going out with them or whatnot for a particular length of time, but it does say that you are putting yourselves out there, coming out of your shell to see, you know, if there's any kind of potential out there, you know, if anyone would like to, you know, be in your shell with you, right? Be in your safe space with you. Someone that could even be in your safe space with you, right? That's qualified for it. And the Ace of Wands represent here, you know, looking for someone that's a homebody, someone that loves being in the home just as much as you do, or being in a safe space, you know, trying to find somewhere that calls them a home just as much as you do. Because like it is, as I said before, a Cancer Crab can go out on the town. A lot of people think that all a Cancer Crab does is just stay in their home. And it's like, that's not the case. Cancer Crab can be just as mobile as a Sagittarius, as an Aquarius. It's just that the home is where the Cancer Crab feels most comfortable in, right? A place to be able to call their own, a place to be able to call their own home, their house, their home, right? Where the heart is. So y'all have been going out, you know what I mean? Y'all have been making yourselves known that y'all essentially are out here and you looking and you're trying to get to know people. The Nine of Swords, however, represents a lot of you just don't want to run into any goofies. You don't want to run into any stupid individuals, you know, that's going to, you know, like what Kendrick Lamar said, that's going to mess up your vibe, you know, get in the way, try to get you upset or any of that type of stuff. And I mean, at the end of the day, though, Cancer, I mean, statistically, we all gonna run into at least one of those individuals, you know. So the best thing to prepare yourself when it comes to that is for you Cancers to understand that, yeah, you're gonna run into some goofies. You're gonna run into some severely confused individuals. You know what I mean? You're gonna run into some people who wants to go outside on a hot summer day, and it's probably the hottest day on record for that summer, that's going to want to go directly outside and stand out there in the sun instead of staying indoors or whatnot. and closing the curtains and being in the shade. You understand what I'm saying? You're gonna have people that are confused like that. That's just the natural thing. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have some short yellow bus individuals, 100%. If you date long enough, it's gonna happen. But the High Priestess and the Hermit, both representing Virgo, by the way. The Hangman represents Pisces, so a lot of that Virgo Pisces pull. You need to prepare yourself for that, okay? But also, a lot of you Cancer crabs are really going through a huge transformation around this time. Huge. To the point where you got 2 major arcana cards back to back. So huge, right? In the sense that a lot of you Cancers may be looking at the outside world now, right? Out of your home, like not necessarily so scary. And it's not that, you want to, because water signs are like that, whether it's Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, the water signs are like that. Y'all really want to be able to handle your business, hurry up handling your business, and then get back to your own home. That's how. But a lot of you Cancer crabs are realizing that there's not, if you do it the correct way, you can get used to being outside and relaxing and having fun and doing what you want to do, right? And while outside, instead of feeling like when you come outside, there always has to be some sort of burden or whatnot. And then it's like, oh, I want to go ahead and do this so I can get back. I want to go ahead and do this. I want to, and building that anxiety. And the King of Pentacles represents also the same thing goes when it comes to another person. The King of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Four of Cups, right? There's a brand new shift in how you Cancers are going to interact with others, right? Particularly in a person that is playing games and doesn't have your best interest in mind and wants to try their hand with you. And a lot of you Cancers, I honestly, right, again, the Hermit, you see them for who they are. It's easier for you to see them for who they are. And like it is, I said before, there's no real need to go sideways. There's no real need to do any of that. Just let time do its thing. Let time do its thing. It's literally that easy. There's no need. Just let time do its thing. If a person is dysfunctional, they're going to essentially run out of energy to keep the front up that somehow they're functional people. Because functional people, it's a lifestyle change. It's not just something for the short term. It's a lifestyle. It's something for the long term. So if somebody is dysfunctional on a long enough timeline, they're going to show you, they're starting to drop the ball a little bit. What's going on with them? So a lot of you Cancers realize that the very same patience, this is why I'm trying to tell y'all that y'all are home free, but you Cancers don't be getting it. The same patience that a lot of you Cancer crabs have, cool, calm, collected, almost like smokers. That's the same kind of patience that y'all need in order to see if somebody really has your back or not. Just be patient with them. Be patient. And if these people really have your back in the first place and they're not just trying to say something slick to you, you will see it for yourself. They will be around when it matters. They will be around when it matters. They'll respect your personal space and give you some space. So they're not all the way up on you, smothering you. They'll consider you. They'll ask you, right, for your counsel, whenever it is that, not all the time, but sometimes when it is that they may need a helping hand with things. You understand what I'm saying? They'll invite you over. They'll want to hang around. That's what I'm saying. These are all signs to know. They'll talk to you, ask you questions. The two of you will be physically romantic with one another. All of that. So let's clarify the Hermit. Four of Pentacles, the Devil. Yeah, Ten of Swords, Five of Pentacles. You will be just as smart as they are to be able to see through the games that they plan. So they're trying to finesse. You're not ripping and running around trying to finesse anybody, but you know the games that a finesse plays because you have put your mind in that same type of mind frame. but you're not getting dirty because you don't perpetrate a finesse. You just use it as a line of defense. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel.